I often wonder what it must have been like for those living at the crucial points in American history, the struggle for independence from the British Crown, the fight to end slavery, the beginnings of the Industrial Revolution, the Great Depression, and the war to end all wars. Did those individuals really truly understand the momentous times they were living in? I can't shake the feeling, and I know you don't either, that we are once again facing one of those pivotal moments. You obviously feel the same way or you wouldn't be here. For freedom-loving patriots, it's been hard to remain optimistic as of late. A recent Rasmussen poll suggests that only 53% of Americans believe capitalism is better than socialism. For adults under 30, it gets even worse. Roughly 1/3 prefer capitalism, 1/3 socialism, and the last third are undecided or ambivalent. That sounds pretty bad. And yet, ironically, a historian friend of mine recently passed along a tidbit about the political state of our country during the Revolution. As late as the spring and early summer of 1776, long after protests had given way to warfare, roughly 1/3 of those living in the American colony were for independence. 1/3 remained loyal to the British Crown, and the last third were sitting on the fence waiting to be inspired in one way or another. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? We often have an idealized notion of those great moments in history, that the country was wholly united in this cause or that one. But in terms of political will, we face nothing today that our founders didn't face all those years ago. Samuel Adams put it best: it does not take a majority to prevail. It takes an irate, tireless minority keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. Look around you. You are that tireless minority. You are here at this time, at this place for a purpose, for a reason. As for that other America I spoke about earlier, I feel bad for it, I really do. But there is some hope. We welcome with open arms the people that leave that dreadful, dismal place, so many in Washington, D.C., and join us in ours. Our America survived the disastrous policies of FDR, Johnson, and Carter, and by the grace of God, we'll make it through this. It will be morning again in America one day. America will once again be that shining city on a hill, a beacon of light and freedom in a world full of oppressive darkness. In closing, when you go home this evening, and in the coming weeks, months, and years, I ask 4 things of you. 1, when freedom is under assault, when government is expanding, and by definition liberty is contracting, do something about it. Make a phone call, write a letter, form a protest, talk to friends and neighbors. Be that vocal minority of the silent majority. 2, educate yourself, your children, and those around you. If the vast majority of Americans knew more about America's founding principles than American Idol, we wouldn't be in this mess. 3, get involved with a grassroots organization like the Michiana 912 Project, groups whose central purpose is to protect and defend liberty, the Constitution, and limited government on which our freedom depends. 4, and probably most importantly, pray for your country. Pray that we are not the generation to let this precious gift of limited government and unlimited potential slip through our fingers. Thank you. May God bless you, and let freedom ring.